the answers are inside. Yeah, I am the 21st century superhuman. Now is the time. Come on everyone, let's celebrate. We are the children of the sun. I can see you when I look into your eyes. We are the same, and we are light, yeah, we are one. Here now, hear my ancient prayer and sing along. We are awakening as one, and we can make a difference. Yeah, we can be the change it takes to make the world.
Hi there, I'm Carrie Ellis, author of 21st Century Superhuman, and today I am here with Judy Jandora, my wonderful friend, tarot reader, person with great insights. And this morning we are in the weekend of April 7th, 8th, and 9th. Today is the 9th, and this has been a really big energy weekend. I know there's been big solar flares, and there's been talk of a lot of information downloading through the ethers. I know also many people who I've been in conversation with in our groups and around the planet are kind of feeling, you know, what is next? We're kind of feeling like this pressure, like wanting to move ahead. And what are some of the clues going on around us to help us maybe focus in on some things we might not have noticed as to how to move ahead into our next steps? Does that sound good, Judy?
Yeah. And by the way, today is the 10th.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I see it on my computer. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I've been in no time.
That's how we are right now. I
Yeah.
know. I still get that. And it feels like, you know, all of these prosperity packages.
Right.
I'm hearing about, and we're here. You know, I'm personally hearing about. It seems like a new one every day, which is just mind blowing. I mean, just having one, you know, is massive, but to know of so many of them now is really very, very interesting to me. The dynamic of all of this. There's some of the information about that that's kind of hidden from my awareness just now, just so far. But it really has to do with our sense of freedom, our sense of abundance, and moving forward without limitation, right? And so I think what's going on is we're trying to find our way from the not having it to the having it, because the not having it was so well ingrained within our energy fields, and then the having it is showing up and becoming brighter and more lucid every single day.
Right.
So making that leap from one to the other is what I'd like for this reading to be, to see if there can be some insight, some inspiration into how we might cross that bridge of sorts.
Yeah, you and we almost decided not to do this morning, but then we've been having such a great conversation that we decided to go ahead and do it, because once we start kind of batting things back and forth, things really start to flow. I think we begin pulling energies in that give us insights. And so it becomes nice to share, because they always say, we teach best that which we most need to learn. And we get into these great conversations about what we're sort of searching for within ourselves. And I think sharing those conversations is just helpful to others who are also searching for the same thing.
And thank you so much for holding the space for that, and for inviting me into your heart, into your space to share with others as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and I've done the shuffling. I'm going to actually go into a centering space right now, if you'd like to join me in that, to bring the energies from the cosmos and the higher self, and love and clarity, and also from Gaia herself. She loves to be a part of all of this as well. She created all of this. She's allowing all of this to happen for us. So I bring all of that energy into a oneness, in a circular motion of love and creation. I want to move into that right now, so it's going to take a minute to do that. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to do a different kind of layout than I've done before. This is a general, actually. This is a Celtic cross layout. And see how this is working in this context. This will be interesting. All right, so at the center of this reading, with the questions and what we put out there, at the very center of this reading is the number 5, and this is the 5 of Wands. 5 is the number of, I like to say, it's the number of chaos. It's that number that takes stability, moves it out of stability, gives it some shake-up so that newness can come. It's the step towards creating something new. And this is typically a card of having different ideas coming in and not knowing exactly what to do with them. It feels uncomfortable. It feels like we're at odds with each other in a way, with self in a way. But it's not really a serious fight or a battle. It's kind of play fighting, sort of. So this is really us being in some dissonance with self, not being clear, not having that structure, knowing that there's something coming for us that is new and exciting, but still being in the stage of not knowing. It's really exactly what I just said before, where we are. It's kind of perfect. Then
That's funny. That is what we were just talking about. Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah.
So the card that's blowing over the top of that is kind of the wind that's blowing over. It's either going towards the past or towards the future. This is going towards the past, by the way. Is a higher arcana card. It's the Judgment card. And this is actually wonderful. This is about releasing judgment. This is 20. The next to the highest card of the whole deck. This is about releasing judgment. It's about burning off the past. It's about creating this cross, which is the physical reality of heaven and earth. The vertical structure and the horizontal structure are the two coming together. And this is about releasing judgment so that new growth can happen, new life can happen, new ways of reality can enter our field. And that is the energy that's blowing across right now. It is working with that 5. It's working with that chaotic structure. And it's moving towards the past, which means to me that this chaotic time is about ready to blow away and something new is coming for us. So
beautiful. We were kind of just talking about, searching for that sort of nexus point too. So
yeah, and it looks like we're right at that place. This is going to be very interesting. The next card is, the placement of this card would be for foundation. It would be the foundation of what this reading is about for us. It could be also subconscious, what our subconscious is hiding from us. Not necessarily hiding from us, but hiding because we're not in awareness of it yet. But this is a foundational energy that's kind of important to the question that we have about this reading. And this is the Lover's card. So this is really interesting to me because just before we started this, I got onto Facebook and I saw your post about falling in love with self. And that is what is necessary for us to move through this chaos state and the judgment state. It's falling in love with self. The masculine and the feminine coming into oneness inside our own hearts, inside our own field. It's an acceptance of all that is within inside of self. That is, and it's a number 6 card, which is the next step after 5. So this is the higher arcana card, by the way, which takes it into the spiritual realm of manifestation within the spirit realm, bringing it down onto this planet. So everything is really beautifully aligned here, actually. This is foundational to us. So that is what we want. We're seeing that it is at the center, that we're in that space of creating that now. Our higher self, this is great. Our higher self is giving us the message of apprenticeship. This is about being an apprentice on the planet itself. These are pentacles. Pentacles are all about money, home, family. It's about three-dimensional life. It's about being on the planet itself in physicality. And this is about apprenticeship. So we are in the apprenticeship phase of becoming creators, of bringing physicality onto this planet and making something of it from our own senses, from our own love creation. Higher self is saying to us, 3 is the number of creation. It's when 1 and 2, it's the 1, the masculine, and the 2, the feminine, come into cohesion and create something new with that. That's the 3, and that's something of creation is what our higher self is telling us that we're in the process of. So the next card is the recent past card, which is the card that is the energy that is affecting, influencing what is happening with us right now and influencing what the other cards are telling us. Very, very interesting, this card. This is the 2. This is the 2 of Cups, which is just another version of this. This is the on the planet physical coming together of love. We realize now that the only answer is love. And it's love for each other, but love for each other cannot come without love for self. This is about coming into cohesion and coherence with the self in all its forms, with everything that we see outside of us as self, with recognizing everything that we're in dissonance with is ourself, asking ourselves to please see and feel and be with and not judge, and let us be, to transform everything that feels unloved, like it's not love, but it is. It's asking for transformation into the knowingness that all truly, truly is love. And I'm looking at butterflies right now, which is saying that transformation is what we're asking for. What a powerful reading, even with my headache. The next card coming up is our near future. So this is what's coming for us, the energy that's coming for us into our realm as things move forward, that is most likely for us to come. This is another higher arcana card, and oh my God, it couldn't be more perfect. This is the Magician. This is number 1. This is our first step into, after making the leap of faith, which is the Fool, and the Fool, who is also the hero of the whole deck. He becomes the Magician. He realizes he can create himself. He can create his world around him. He's got everything that he needs to do it. He's got infinity on his side. He's got everything that he needs on his side. Now he needs to look within and to reach within and to realize that everything is within his own power to co-create this physicality into what he wishes it to be. Now, the next placement is where our fears lie that typically hold us back from moving into the 6 from the 5. And this is the King of Pentacles. This is, let's see, if it's in our fear space, the King of Pentacles would be a mastery of being on this planet in the doing phase. It's like, maybe there's like a fear of having to do, like the old phase was. It's like, you know, got to work your ass off to make anything and to make you feel like you're worthy of being alive. And how many pieces of paper with numbers on them do you get? Can you draw to you through all of the hard work that you do that makes other people make you think that you're valuable, which is an old paradigm structure that no longer serves us. And I think maybe what we've got here is we've got some conflict in our minds about how we're envisioning this, how we are visioning, not envisioning, but that is envisioning and provisioning. So we may have a breach in, or a flaw of sorts in the way that we are seeing ourselves that keeps us from moving into this next phase. Maybe it's the money itself that we're seeing as being a negative, or that to really have it all, because the king owns all of it, right? And the king meters down to the others what they get. kind of thing. That's a lot of responsibility, and it also requires incredible wisdom. At least it should. And this, this king does depict wisdom within this abundance. So there is a fear of maybe really having that much power. So where there is a fear, there is also our freedom. And so when we look into this, this is a card that we can take and go into meditation with and kind of get a sense of what is this to us? Where is it that we're holding this as a negative, and being afraid of our own power, of being kings and queens, of creating our own full kingdom and abundance, because that is really what we're being asked from self to do right now. Next card is how we're seeing ourselves, and this is very interesting. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this is going to interpret. This is the Devil card. It's number 15, which is actually 6, and it's coming together. The Devil card really is about taking a story and making it something that no longer serves us. It's a story that actually can be anything, but because we're so used to creating something negative out of it, out of our words and ideas, we create something that is in dissonance with ourselves instead of in coherence with ourselves. And so it's really a matter of taking a look at this and shifting and changing those. It really is right in line with this. We're bringing the energy of being kings and queens in our own reality, and it scares us, and so we create all of these bad guys out there to keep us from being in our own power. So all of these Illuminati and all the bad guys out there might just be our own damn smokescreen from taking the responsibility onto ourselves. That's what I'm seeing here. And so we're in that space right now of still looking at it in that old way, making devils of angels. Next card is our environment. What our environment is actually showing us right now, what it actually has for us right now. This is the Ace of Pentacles. This is new abundance. This is a new way of seeing what abundance actually is. What is currency? What is money? It's brand new now. Brand new, which has incredible implications. I'm feeling like that's all I need to say about this card. I feel like it has messages for everyone that are coming to each one of you as you're seeing this and hearing this, and I'm going to leave that for you right now. The next card, which is the last card in the deck, although I pulled another one on top of that. This is the culmination card for this cycle that we're doing this reading for. And again, it's another pentacle. And this is the 2 of Pentacles. This is the coming together of 2 different forms. So maybe it's what we used to think of as money and what this new sense of money. And I'm going to actually change the term money into currency, into flow of abundance, into flow of freedom. Freedom is really what we're talking about in all of this. So money actually represents freedom. And we've been talking about creating a new form of freedom, a new way of sensing, seeing, becoming free as a nation, as our own universe, our one song collectively. The old is being balanced with the new. And now is the time to be able to decide how we want this to be. It is up to us. The decision is ours, but we actually have a choice. Where not long ago, we didn't think we did. That's right next to this. You can make that connection yourself and create the reality and story. Holy shit. The card that I had down that I pulled on top of that because I wanted more clarity is the 7 of Pentacles. 7 is the number of spirituality. So we're talking about the spiritual manifestation of creating abundance and figuring out when it's time to cultivate that, when it's time to bring that into our reality. Pick it from the tree, so to speak. All of this new abundance, flow, freedom in our life is there for us. It's up to us to decide what to make of it and when to pick the fruits of that tree, because it is there for us. So that's the reading. Wow.
Wow, Judy, that is awesome. I just love it. I love the insights that come out of your mouth. They're so good and blessed. I was crying through half the reading. I couldn't even talk, because it was really touching me at a deep level. And I think very accurate sense of what's going on right now for so many, and kind of searching our way out of the old way and into the new way, and how to manifest that, how to be it, how to live it.
Wow, I'm so glad we did this. Thank you for talking us into this, because I've got such a headache and I'm like going, oh, I don't feel right. But there was also this part of me that goes, well, maybe just do it and see if it's, and oh my gosh, this is just such a clear, powerful, beautiful, beautiful gift for us. This knowledge that we have here, such a clarity now.
Absolutely. Really wonderful. So thank you so much. And I hope that this will give people insights for this really big energy that we've had coming through, and how to move forward as we kind of feel our way, look for the answers, and ask ourselves where we're headed and how we would like to get there.
I'm ready to cry myself right now. Wow.
Thank you so much. Let's say adios to our beloved friends out in our community.
Love you all. Love you all. Thank you so much for holding space with all of this. Things are getting really, really interesting now. It's up to us. We're going to do this.
They are. Much love, many blessings. Adios. We will see you soon, and be on the path. Seek your own answers. Be in your heart. Love yourself. Listen. Pay attention. We're all getting there together. Okay. Much love.